Hello, friends and families. Welcome to the EDUCA DPS Podcast. My name is Javier Ibarra, Senior Manager of Public Relations at Denver Public Schools, and your host of this wonderful platform in English for the Denver Public Schools. Today, we are creating our content from our TV studios. We are back in the Contemporary Learning Academy campus, also known as CLA. Today we have a very special guest and expert on the subject. Today we have Lacey Nelson, Director of Talent Acquisition for Denver Public Schools. With this, I tell you, today the opportunities for a better job with DPS are knocking on your door. In the following minutes, we will be discovering a world of employment opportunities with our guest, Lacey. Lacey, welcome to the EDUCA DPS Podcast. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing phenomenal. Lacey, can you share with us how long have you been with DPS and what is the most gratifying experience you can share about what you do for the district and with your team?
Yes. I have been with DPS for 13 and a half years.
Wow.
All with the talent acquisition team.
Okay.
So that is something that I'm very proud of. I would say what's most gratifying is I am a product of DPS's commitment to grow and develop their people. I started 13 and a half years ago as a HR coordinator and have worked my way into the Director of Talent Acquisition position.
Congrats.
Thank you. And throughout that time, that's where I've just grown my commitment in pathways opportunities. I never went the traditional pathway. I didn't go to college right out of high school and know what I wanted to be. I was able to, very fortunately, get a lot of strong leaders who gave me guidance and helped grow and develop me and open doors for me that landed me into the position that I'm in today.
Now, I want to ask you, before we get into some of these deep questions, what is talent acquisitions?
Yes. So the talent acquisition team, our job is to support our district, our schools and our district leaders with one of the most important jobs they have, which is staffing their teams. And so what we do is, in alignment with the strategic roadmap, we recruit, we retain, we hire, we grow and develop our people. And so our team is the ones responsible for being out at job fairs, filling our candidate pools for our school leaders, and then making sure that they get in the system, get hired, and get ready to start in either their central office position or in our schools.
What are some career opportunities in DPS that you want the community to know about today?
All right. Yes, we have a lot of different career opportunities. That's one of the things that we pride ourselves in. We have positions that are inside the classroom, providing academic support to our students, but we also have a lot of positions outside the classroom that support that work. And right now, our largest areas of need are bus drivers, custodians, paraprofessionals, teachers, especially in our bilingual education, special education, math science, nurses, and speech language pathologists. I would say those are our top positions. We do have lots of other positions, but that's where my team's putting a lot of time and energy into right now.
Of all those positions, I have a few questions of some of those positions that maybe the community don't know that there are opportunities here for them, right? You mentioned paraprofessionals. What exactly do they do for our schools?
Yeah, we have about almost 2,000 paras across our district that provide different types of supports to our students. They are essential supports for our teachers. They also are essential for our students, not only on the academic front, but on the social emotional development front. They provide a lot of support that teacher can't do on their own, that they are there to support them, and oftentimes maybe they're working one-on-one with students, or oftentimes they are the ones that are out there in the lunchroom with them or out in the playground, and they just provide our students support across all of their needs.
Lacey, tell me, what kind of money can paras make working for DPS?
It varies by position, but right now, one of our highest needs areas is special education. Those paraprofessionals come in starting at $21 an hour, and they can provide, in special education, we have different opportunities. You might be providing one-on-one support with a student, you might be in an autism classroom or a high needs classroom. There's different types of supports that you can provide, but that is one of our highest areas of need. We also have ELA-S, what we call ELA-S paras, where paras are primarily supporting students in their native language of Spanish. And so those positions, again, are some of our highest areas of need in addition to the native language paras. So what we would consider our higher level needs positions where we have are coming in at that 21 an hour right now.
Oh, very cool. So my next question for you about paraprofessional is, do I need to go to college to be a paraprofessional?
No. One of the exciting things that we offer our para candidates is you need a high school or GED. And then you need at least 48 college credit hours. But if you don't have the college credit hours, we work very closely with Emily Griffith Technical College, and we offer what we call the EdReady test. And that test is free. And as long as you take the test and pass through it, that will meet the 48-hour credit mark. So we have a lot of paras who come in, and then they'll work on that test, and they can go into the positions.
And for those of you listening in, the Emily Griffith Technical College is also part of Denver Public Schools. So it's all ways that Denver Public Schools can support our paraprofessionals. I know that there are parents in the community, caregivers in the community who are asking that we hire more paraprofessionals specifically for our SPED students. And I think we'll take this opportunity to let them know, like, we are on it. Lacey, my next question for you is teachers.
Yes.
We have teachers at Denver Public Schools, right?
Yeah.
And I want to know what would make the ideal teacher candidate for our Denver Public Schools.
Ooh, it's a big one.
Right.
Well, you know, the DPS vision is that every learner thrives. When I think about what are you looking for in a teacher, it's someone who is coming in and believes in our vision and our mission here at the district. We truly believe in preparing our students for career, college, and life. And teachers who come in with that motivation that wants to help our students provide rigorous instruction, incorporating our students' lived and historical experiences, along with developing and cultivating their relationships with their students and families, are the teachers that we want to see come into our district. And that applies across all educators. It is so important when we think about developing these relationships for our students and how we want to see them come forward.
Lacey, what about folks who didn't go down the traditional teacher path, right? Is there opportunities for them here at DPS?
Yes, we have a lot of different opportunities. As I mentioned, like, I didn't go a typical path into how I got into my position. We have numerous opportunities, even for people who want to do career changing and that might have a bachelor's degree. Right now, some of our biggest pathways programs are our para-to-teacher programs. So you can work as a paraprofessional in the district while you're taking classes to become a teacher.
Wow.
And there are opportunities. We have different programs. We try to find programs that can meet the different needs of our employees. And so we have nights, weekends, online programs. There's some that are during the day where you work part-time. There's opportunities where you can work full-time. So we have numerous different pathways there. People who come in with a bachelor's degree and say, you know what, I want to be a teacher. I've worked in communications my whole life. What can you do to help me become a teacher? We have alternative licensure programs that we partner with closely and are approved through CDE that we can support candidates through to help them get into the classroom.
How did you know that I always wanted to be a teacher?
I could see you being a teacher.
I think if I was to teach, I would teach math.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was always good at math.
That is a need for us.
Yeah, went through the math route, so.
All right, well,
Yeah.
we'll keep you on our list.
Okay, let me know. Lacey, I want to shift gears into some of the other positions that we were talking about earlier. Tell me about the work that our custodians do for Denver Public Schools.
Yes, so this is another large area of need that we have at the district. And our custodians are essential to providing a safe and welcoming environment for our students and our educators. They are often the first ones into the building that day. They help make sure that we have the right environment for our students to learn and our teachers to work. And so they really are what I would call some of our frontline supports to educating our students. The the great thing about our custodians is that we have a variety of schedules that they can work. But they do come in starting at 18 an hour. And the nice thing is the positions have, they are year round. So it's not just like you're only working during the school day and the school year. We have year-round opportunities with full-time benefits that go into these positions. But again, you can also work part-time, where maybe you don't need a full-time job and you want to just come in and work a few hours. We have those opportunities for you. So the custodian position, to me, has so much flexibility for those who want to have that work-life balance and try to do both, having our kids and work.
I think that's really important, especially in today's age, having work-life balance, and that's a unique opportunity that this career offers folks who are interested in.
Yeah.
I saw this video the other day where they asked different people in the school district. This was at a different school district, but they asked different people, "What do you do at the school district?" And they interviewed a custodial worker, and he says, "I help kids graduate." And so they went into that and they said, the way that I help kids graduate is by making sure that they have a welcoming environment. Sometimes we forget that that's also part of learning, is making sure that you have a good learning environment, like a clean classroom or a welcoming school, right? We live in Colorado. There's sometimes snow here, right? So having, a safe way to walk in. So I think that that's really important here in any school district, right? We help students graduate.
Absolutely. I think every role in this district has a step in, or plays a part of that, and it's important that people see that.
Lacey, I think of all the career paths, I think one of the more fun career paths that we have here, and I would be very interested in doing, is being a bus driver.
Ooh, let's get you in a bus.
Right? But my question to you is this: do I need some sort of special license to drive a bus?
Yes, you need a CDL.
Okay.
What's really cool about it here, the commercial driver's license, what's really cool about it is that we help pay for that here. And that is something that other places don't do. It's an expensive driver's license. You have to go through different training. And so we help pay for that and provide training here at the district. And so another thing is our pay for that position comes in at $24.40 an hour.
Wow.
For start this school year, and it's a very competitive pay. And along with, again, that ability to have a good work-life balance and be able to work the early mornings and usually early afternoons, but you have some split time that you can do in between there.
Follow-up question to that is, would you say in general, DPS has competitive pay for our positions?
Absolutely. We are committed to continuing to be, at least in the Denver metro area. We know that there's a lot of factors that go into that, but we do have a commitment to make sure that we are competitive.
I like that. What goes along with the pay is, what are some other benefits of working for Denver Public Schools?
Right. All of our positions have an ability to offer us a good work-life balance, which we know a lot of people are looking for. Many of our positions, you don't have to miss the holidays with your family. You don't have to work on the holidays, and you get to enjoy those.
Sign me up.
That 4th of July barbecue, right?
Yes.
How many people want to make sure that they make those things? And, Christmas Eve or those kind of things, if that's your holiday. I mean, we have an ability that you can be working during the day and not have to work evenings and weekends and holidays. And there are some positions that do, but there is also that ability to have some floating schedules that you're not working every one of them. We have a competitive total rewards package. And when I look at us as a total rewards package, that is not, that's generous time off across different positions, health benefits, para-retirement plan, wellness plans, and a lot of employee discounts that you just get just from showing your ID and having an ID number, being here at DPS. Another thing is we have numerous positions that have summers off. So if you're like, hey, I want to take the summer off and do this, we have, when you look on our job board, you'll sometimes see these things called work years. Our work years are under 200 days, or often you get the month and a half off or 2 months off over the summer. For those of us who work year round, taking care of our schools and our departments, we get vacation time personal time, sick time, all those different benefits to ensure that we have also that ability to take some time off.
I've never worked for an organization that has given me so much time off. I think that's I can speak to that. It's amazing how much time off that we get, including all of the other benefits.
You're right, absolutely, because that's time off on top of the holidays that we get off. So we are very competitive when it comes to those things.
And I enjoy it. Lacey, my next question to you is this. What is the impact that DPS creates in our community when we hire local professionals?
Yes. We employ almost 14,000 people. We are one of the largest employers here in Denver.
Wow.
We provide our education to almost 90,000 students. And so I look at us as being an essential part of the Denver community. And I think one of the greatest things about us and having career opportunities in the district is you get to live and work in your community. And you get to live and work and sometimes work in the building where your child goes to school. And so those are things that you don't get everywhere. And so I think when I look at that, what makes us stand out, it's that being so big in the city of Denver. And then also the importance of representation. Our district is committed to our diversity efforts. And so we want our students to see themselves reflected in their teachers, their leaders, their central office teams. And so we often, our recruitment's right here in our Denver community, which is a very diverse community. One other thing that makes us really special there is we have a lot of Denver graduates. And so one of the things I think that makes us extra special is how many people went to elementary school, middle school, graduated from DPS, and now work for DPS, giving back to the same district that they went to school in. And I think even on our talent acquisition team, I think I have like 7 different people who graduated from different high schools here in Denver. And I just think that's something that makes us so special and unique and such a big part of this community.
Right, that people want to work for the school district that they went to school in.
Yeah.
I know that on our team, on the communications team, we have a lot of folks who went to school and in DPS and now are working for Denver Public Schools, including myself.
Yeah.
And I even went to college in the city of Denver. And so it just made sense for me to give back to the community that has given me so much.
Right.
Yeah. Moving on to my next question is this, right? We're getting close to the end of the school year, right? Why is it important to apply now to DPS? A lot of folks are going to say, well, if it's almost the end of the year, why would I come work for DPS? Aren't you about to, let out for the summer? Can you share with us what is the easiest ways to apply for Denver Public Schools?
Yes. So now is what we call our peak recruiting season for teachers for the 23-24 school year. So our team is really busy on building our candidate pools, hosting job fairs, providing opportunities to get people in an interview. But also we do know we still have a few more months left of school. So substitute hiring is really big right now.
Okay.
Long-term subs, right now we're offering a $1,500 incentive for anyone who takes a long-term sub job and stays through the end of the school year. They're really, we have positions in those across special education, bilingual, math, science, so different positions there. But we kind of balance this. It's a balancing act right now where we're getting ready for next school year, but we still have needs right now. So we're doing both. Also, we have summer employment opportunities. And so we have our summer camps coming up, our before and after school. Our Elks team does their summer camps across our schools. Our facilities group will start hiring grounds workers to work over the summer, making sure that we're still taking care of our lawns and our schools when our kids aren't in school.
Yeah.
And so we have a lot of different opportunities that are happening.
Sure.
The best thing to do is visit our careers webpage. So you can actually just go Google DPS careers, and it will take you right to our website. And there we'll start posting different opportunities that we have. You can click onto our job board. You can see some of the different bonuses that we're offering. It's just right now is actually a really good time. It's kind of go time to get things going. And some people who aren't working, you can get started right now and get your foot in the door as a sub or get your foot in the door working in some of these roles and then ready to start when our kids come back to school in August.
Wow.
Also, if you follow us on social media, DPS Careers on our Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, we'll start really bringing out all of our different hiring events. We have some upcoming events. March 22nd, we are hosting our special education fair. On April 8th, we have a diversity event that we're hiring. These events are such a great opportunity for candidates to hear directly from district leaders, from school leaders, from personnel committees, our talent acquisition team. You can come in and interview on the spot and get job offers right there at the event. And so they are great ways to just get in, get it done, get support from our team.
Well, Lacey, this has been fantastic. I really appreciate you coming on the show and telling us about the talent acquisition team for Denver Public Schools. And that concludes our EDUCA DPS podcast for today. I want to thank our guest, Lacey Nelson, for this valuable information. Friends and family, please help us share this content with your family, with your friends, and other community members. For more EDUCA content in Spanish and other DPS stories, visit our YouTube channel at Denver Public Schools Plus. My name is Javier Ibarra, and we'll see you next time.